Wonderful. Okay, so here we go. And welcome to the session. Let me start the recording as well. Okay, great, fabulous. I think we're good to go. Okay, wonderful. So welcome to today's session, and thank you so much all for being here. And thank you to Mandeep for sponsoring this entire wall. It's all her paintings that I have put out there. She sent them across, and well, here we are. So a very warm welcome on a very warm afternoon to all of you. And today we mostly have questions and answers with people. But as goes, I will start out. Oh, just a second, please give me a second. I'm trying to minimize the chat session here. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so as we go, today is a time for questions and answers. But even as we go along with questions and answers, just something that caught my interest in the last week. And so I thought, okay, we'll make it a point of discussion. I'll make a starting point from here. And then from there we can move forward to any other questions that you might have and you might want to ask me about your life, any issue that you are stuck with, any place that you need clarification in terms of energy perspective. You need some specialists, sure, you should go out and meet with the specialists. But if you need with the, if you want to know what the energy perspective is about whatever is happening in your life, and you still, no matter how long you think it's been there for, but you still have control over it, because everything gets manifested from our energies. And so today the topic being, the topic that I'm going to start off with, somebody was talking about bribing. So, bribing or not bribing, what should one do? Well, Meenal, you say that everything is okay, that we shouldn't judge whether we bribe or we don't bribe, whether we take bribes or we don't take bribes, we shouldn't judge. So then that means that it should be okay for me to go ahead and take the bribe. And I said, yeah, it should be okay for you to go ahead and take the bribe. But firstly, only if you worked completely on yourself. Then, firstly, removing all the judgments around the word bribe itself. All the judgments, every single judgment, whether it is taking bribe or giving bribe. And guess what? When a judgment around something is removed, it is released, then you have no longer the wish to hide that fact, because you no longer judge yourself. So I asked that person, I said, okay. And they said, no, we are completely in equanimity with taking the bribe or not taking the bribe, giving the bribe and not giving the bribe. I said, sure. Have you looked at this part? Can you talk about it in front of 5 people? Can you talk about it in front of 100 people? I come and talk about each of my experiences in a webinar. Are you able to come forward and discuss it in a webinar that, yes, you took a bribe? Are you able to discuss it in a webinar that, yes, you gave a bribe? If you're able to do that with ease, then understand that you've lost all the judgment. But if you haven't lost all the judgment, then you're really not in equanimity. You are not in equanimity with that word itself. Maybe, you're looking at taking a bribe because that's what you feel is the need. It's the need for now, and you really, really desperately need the money. And so you think, okay, I can be in masti, because Meenal says when I'm in masti, I can do anything that I want. And yes, when you are in masti, the masti is all about equanimity. Are you okay with this? And what if you take the bribe? And what if you don't? What if you do and what if you don't will already give you a reasoning into, no, I need to take this right now because that will help me solve an issue that I'm going through. Okay, so I have to pause because it looks like Mandeep has just joined. So yes, Mandeep, here we are. I was just telling.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is like, oh shit,
Yes. So I was just telling everybody, this is the reason why you didn't have a morning session, because I was sitting and doing this.
Oh my God, what a beautiful
Yes.
thing this is.
And then it's just been finished. I have no idea how, because some of them are just sitting on tape because, I didn't have the right equipment for it and all of that stuff. So if something falls, then I'm going to pause the entire session and I'm going to go. Yes, yes, yes. So beautiful it's looking. And so beautifully I've put it up. I have to take all the credit.
You get all the credit, my love. You do.
So beautiful.
वैल्यू उसके जो दे वैल्यू ये उसकी वैल्यू होती है. ये जो आपने किया है ये उस कदर उदान की कदर है. See,
क्या बात है. Okay, so wonderful. So I actually looked around for you when we started the session, but मैंने कहा अच्छा भी आती होगी, and then she'll see this. And,
oh my God, पागल कर दिया. Oh shit.
Wonderful, wonderful. There you go. Okay, after the session, because you're late now. All right. So we were talking about the word bribe. And as we say, so as I said to you, that, if you're really in equanimity with that word, if you really think that you've released the emotions around it, then what will happen? I can almost guarantee you that the situation where this action has come to be taken, whether I should take it or I shouldn't take it, this situation itself will dissolve. Why is this situation, whether I should do this or I should not do this? What should I do? Is this legal? Is this illegal? Why is this outside story even coming up in your life? The outside story comes in from an emotion that we have holding to ourselves. So when bribe as a word comes up, straight away, I get a feeling of the energy underneath it. The energy is of lack. The one who takes the bribe is in lack. The one who gives the bribe is in lack. The one who takes the bribe thinks that whatever they have is not enough. So they need to do more. They need to receive more. They need to get more money. They have to arrange for more money than what they have, because what they have is not enough. On the other hand, the one who gives the bribe, how are they in lack? If I don't do this, this work of mine won't happen. The universe won't be looking after me. The universe is not playing in my favor. I have to get this work done. I hate giving bribes, but India is such a country that we have to give bribes. We have to do this. We have to do that. The situation totally outside, your eyes totally outside on the situation. You haven't looked within to see, are you sitting in abundance? What does the abundance mean? Abundance means I am taken care of. If I'm taken care of, where is this situation coming from? It's obviously coming from a place that I'm not taken care of. I have to take care of myself. I have to do something. I have to do something that I don't like. Or maybe I can even get around to liking it, but it's something that I have to do with hiding that fact. I have to hide it from others. The minute you are hiding something on the outside, if you are leading two lives, you're doing something on the outside and hiding something on the inside, then the story is very simple. I remind you, there is nobody on the outside. It's only you and your mirrors. There is nothing on the outside. The outside story is getting ready. It's getting prepared so that you can live and look within. You can live inside yourself. You can take a look at every emotion that you have and you can release it. The situation, never, I always say to people, it's never about the action. Should I do this and should I not do this? And that's why I'm so easy on, yeah, sure, take the action. If you've totally come to equanimity, take the action. Because I know that when you come into total equanimity, that outside situation has to change, will change. It cannot be the same. The outside cannot be. Today, you are coming from fear. Today, you are coming from lack. When you look within long enough to change your frequency to abundance, to change your frequency to fearlessness, this outside situation, which is manifested from your today's frequencies, will it stay the same? No, it won't. It has to change. It will change. How will it change? What will happen? I don't know. I don't get to see such situations because guess what? I don't get to see these situations because I'm always working on my energy. Before it can come to action, before I can decide on something, should I do this and should I not do this? And for me, the decisions are so beautifully taken by money. I just have to make sure that I'm in equanimity. And when I'm in equanimity, I actually don't care whether I do this or I don't do this. After all, that's what equanimity is all about. When you don't care about the action that you are taking, and when you don't care about the outcome that will be received. When you don't care, when don't you care? When you know that you are taken care of. When you think that you are not taken care of, oh my God, you have to run around, you have to take care of yourself because the universe won't look after you. The universe is playing against you. They've given you this situation. They can't be bothered. The universe is not looking after me. I got to take care of myself. I have to be doing things for me. I have to give this bribe to get this work done. When you come from a place of equanimity, if this work gets done, so what? If the work doesn't get done, so what? Is this your work? No, this is not your work. This work belongs to, as I do in all the time, this work belongs to money. So let money take the decision whether he wants me to do this or not. And with that, I toss the coin. The minute I've lost my attachment to outcome, the minute I can surrender to money, the coin toss always, always, always leads me to a more joyous place, leads me to a beautiful, joyous place because already that's my frequency. The frequencies of joy. As soon as I'm able to come to equanimity, what if this gets done and what if it doesn't get done? That is masti. That is the place of masti. The place where I don't have to lie to anybody. Why? Because there exists nobody else. There is only me and my mirrors. Can I lie to my mirrors? No, I can't. They'll show me my deepest groove. They'll show me. The harder I look, they will show me as many ridges, as many blemishes I have on me. They will show it to me. And then it's my job to take a look at those blemishes and say, okay, this is where the work needs to be done. Instead of being in a rush to take the action. What if you take the action? Perfect. Take the action. It's going to show you those fears, those understandings that you still didn't receive. The ones that passed you by, you weren't able to look deep enough. So take the action. When we take an action, let us say we take the action sitting from lack, sitting from fears. At some point in time, those fears are going to reveal themselves. When they do reveal themselves, that's when you can do the work. What do? I always, almost always take a look, take a look, take a look. I'm never in a rush to do the action because I understand that when I'm working within, the entire universe is going to pause, wait for me to take a look within. Why? Because the universe is playing in my favor. It's playing in my favor. It is not here to punish me. It's here to help me empty myself. It's here to help me understand that I'm taken care of at all times. I'm taken care of now. I'm taken care of when when I take any action. If I'm feeling the fear and I haven't looked at it, that fear will come up. When it manifests, even then, is it too late? Because now the fear has manifested. Nothing is ever too late. Always the work is in the energies. The minute we look within, the minute we become aware, that's the moment. Too late is simply about time. And time doesn't exist in the energies, in the frequency. So no matter what we are doing, no matter how much late we are in getting to this path of ease and grace, but if we are here today, this is the right time. If you're able to see within today, today is the moment of now. We can simply look at everything and allow it to be starting to dissolve from now onwards. I see a couple of comments. Okay, so somebody says, what is the best technique to manifest your desire, your goal? I actually have a beautiful a beautiful webinar on manifestation, and it's called How Not to Manifest. How Not to Manifest. And what do I talk about over there? Anything that you, and I've always talked about this goals. When you set up goals, what is your frequency? The frequency is what I have is not enough. So I must set up a goal to do better, to be better, to get better, to receive better, something or the other, better, better. We're coming from a place where we are not in the recognition of the creator that we are in every moment. I'm a creator in every moment. But of what am I a creator? I'm a creator of lack. Today, if I sit in lack, I am the creator. I'm the destroyer of joy. I'm the creator of lack. I'm still the creator. Where does the power of creation reside? In me. So what I'm sitting in the frequency of lack today, it's still just a frequency. And I will create from lack today, and I will see more lack tomorrow. I keep seeing the lack. One day I'm done with lack. I'll play a little bit more in the manifestation of abundance. But what do I say? The abundance and the lack are both simply just frequencies. As I sit in the frequency of abundance, how do I create more abundance for myself? That question itself will release. How do I create more joy for myself? That question itself will release, because in the moment of now, I will be focused on the now, only on the now. How do I create more joy for myself in the future? Is simply a frequency of lack. So when you are sitting in abundance, these questions release, and you sit in the frequency of contentment, in the frequency of joy, in the frequency of this knowing that you are taken care of. When you are sitting and saying, okay, I got to do better, I have to do this better, I have goals for next year, these goals have to be met by me. If I don't meet these goals, blah, 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 and I need to manifest my goals with ease. The very fact that you are thinking forward, the very fact that you're not sitting in the now and enjoying the now, but looking into the future, a future where you might not even exist, but you are thinking about it. You are wanting to make things better then. You make things better for you in the now by being in the joy right now. Tomorrow will come from which frequency? When you sit in the frequency of joy today, tomorrow will come from joy. The more you sit in the frequency of I don't have enough, if you sit in that today, you are the creator of more of that frequency. That's what you are the creator of. You are still the powerful Shiva, but you are the powerful Shiva of lack. And so as you sit in lack more, do I want you to manifest from that space? Well, I kind of tell you not to. I tell you, release the lack. Release the lack that you need to manifest more, that what you have is not enough. First, come into the place of contentment. Whatever happens tomorrow will get you more contentment. You have a feeling that if you let go of your desires and goals, the universe will not look after them. After all, they're your goals. They're not the universe's goals. If I let go of them, who will do them? I need to do them. They belong to me. Well, either you can do them or you can take all the assistance from the universe. The universe might not just reach those goals of yours, or might just destroy those goals of yours to give you even better goals. The goals of so much joy, so much happiness, so much of contentment, so much of ease, so much of grace that you don't have to run around trying to manifest. The minute you are trying to manifest, when we forget trying to manifest, when people say, oh, I'm trying to get into your frequency, I said, no, you're not. You don't need to try. The trying is just as easy as moving from one channel of the television to watching another channel of the television. How difficult is that? How much do you have to try? Yes, you do have to try and pick up the remote. You do have to try and press a couple of buttons, but there's no running involved. There is no constant, constant beating yourself up. Oh my God, I'm trying, but I'm not getting there. There is no beating involved. It's as mindless, as aimless as just picking up and changing the channel, picking up the remote and changing the channel. There is no trying involved. If you are trying, you're trying too hard, you're already sitting in the frequency of lack. You're sitting in the frequency of fear. What if that doesn't manifest in the future? What is the work I would tell you to do in the energy? I would tell you, let go of the fear. Release the fear that if you don't make it, the universe won't help you make it. You have to make it on your own. There is no help available. Release these worries, release your lack, release your fears, and then simply be an observer of your frequency. According to me, in my limited understanding of energies, that's the best place to manifest things when you're not attached to them. That's the beautiful paradox. I didn't understand it for the longest time myself. I was an investment banker. I was used to running after, goals every year. And I said, but if I don't run after these goals, how am I going to achieve these goals? Oh, the goals will get achieved when you stop running after them. And I couldn't understand that. How could the goals be achieved if I stop running after them? And the understanding came slowly, but the understanding came. And the understanding was you're attached to the outcome and attached too heavily. No, I need to get to these goals. If I don't get to these goals, then the company is going to suffer. My future with the company is going to suffer. I'm not going to get the promotion. I'm not going to get the bonus that I'm looking for. I'm not going to get new clients, whatever it was. I'm too attached to the outcome. As I cling to the outcome more and more, what frequency am I sitting in? I'm sitting in lack. That's the frequency of lack. I've got to do more because I'm not taken care of by the universe. And as I look at those goals today and I say, when something comes up as a goal and I say, okay, wonderful. If it needs to happen, it will happen. Then you'll say, but that way I'll lose my job because my job is giving me corporate goals. I'll lose my job. Well, let go of the fear that what will happen if you will lose your job. Why do you sit in the fear when you lose this job? The worst is going to happen. Maybe that is going to give way to something better, something easier. If you have to look at the future, why not put on some rosy colored glasses and look at the future from those rosy colored glasses, then always putting on those deep, dark, sad brown glasses from where everything looks like, if this doesn't happen, my life is ruined. Well, you could think like that each time, that if this doesn't happen, my life is ruined. If that doesn't happen, then it's going to really make me suffer. I'm going to fall behind. I'm not going to be, equal to my contemporaries. I'm going to suffer. I'm not going to be able to show my face to them. I'm going to have so much shame to deal with. All of these are coming from frequencies of fear. These thoughts itself will come from the frequency of fear. Please release these fears because the future is as you are going to create it. You create it from fear, more fear is going to show up. And so if you're going to create your future in the today, in the now, would you like to create it from a little bit of joy or from a lot of fear? Well, you know the answer that I would take. I would want to create it from joy so that tomorrow also gets created from more joy. And so what's the best way to manifest? Don't manifest. When thoughts come, release this way or that way. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens and what if that doesn't happen? Answer all the questions for yourself today, and you will find that underneath most of them is fear and lack, fear and lack. And so release those fears and lack and let the manifestations take care of themselves. Because if you're going to sit today in fear and lack and try to manifest, only fear will manifest. Manifestation doesn't happen from your thoughts. It happens from the energy underneath your thoughts. That's where you, the creator, is taking active participation. Not your thoughts. Your thoughts are about anything. Oh, I got to have 50 lakhs tomorrow. Okay, that's a thought. But where is it coming from? Look at the energy underneath it. That's where the manifestation is going to happen from. If the basis of all desires is lack, then what is the basis of the desire of the consciousness to take a body? Is it lack of experience, like you say, 360 degrees, just got in guidance? Yes, it's so fun. The energy. So it's actually not lack, it's the opposite of lack that we come for. It's the opposite of lack. It's the abundance that, okay, we are the energy. The energy is an abundance of every frequency there is, and it wants to experience more, just more, not from what will happen if I experience more. Lack would be, no, no, let me not go there. Let me not take a body form. That would be lack. That, okay, if I take a body form, then it's going to be so bad because I got to go to experiences of lack. I've got to go through experiences of sadness. But the energy simply is. The energy is not where the thoughts are happening. The energy simply is. And the energy will simply create for itself from the frequency it is in. The energy of fear will simply keep creating more from the energy of fear. It doesn't feel like saying, why am I creating sadness for myself? Why am I creating lack for myself? The energy of fear, that's why I tell you that whenever you are creating, no matter what frequency you are creating from, in the energies, that frequency is growing already. That frequency is growing. If you are creating from fear in the entire universe, you are the participant to grow the energy of fear, to grow the frequency of fear for the world. You are one of the main creators of the frequency of fear. If that's where you sit, you are going to keep creating more and more from there. There's no lack in the energies per se. Who's feeling the lack? The one that has taken the body. Who wants different kinds of experiences? The one who's taken the body. And why has one taken the body? To simply experience the 360 degrees. The energies don't feel the lack, but when we come over here, lack is beautiful. I was just talking about it in one of my other sessions, saying lack is what gets you to seeking, and finally you come to the solution. Most of the times lack, sometimes fear, sometimes sadness, but all of these, the ones that we run away from or are trying to run away from, for most of us, this is the starting point of our journey of attaining the solution that everything lies within. If everything is going hunky-dory, if nothing is coming out over there which speaks lack, which speaks fear, which pushes you to receive the answer, would you even be going out to receive the answer? No, you wouldn't be. That life would just simply finish with those experiences. And then you'd say, okay, this part of 360 degrees of experience is done. Now let's go and get that part. Let's finish our journey. Let's just get more experiences, more energy. And that's what it is. It's just, in the energies, everything simply gets created. When we try to humanize the energy, that's where we are thinking from. The humanization of, does the energy think this way or does the energy think that way? I think the human thinks this way and that way. The energy just creates. There is abundance of every frequency in the energy. And from that abundance, more of the same frequency gets created. That's about it. Energy doesn't say, oh, I don't want more fear. Oh, you're going to create more fear? Perfect. Let's increase the frequency of fear. Let you be the participant. Let you be the Shiva of the creation of fear. So when we humanize, how much does the energy think? How does the energy create? The creation just happens. It just happens. The energies, the creations, that's what the universe is all about. Big Bang theories. Every emotion I'm aware, and immediately I go to my source. This is not me, I'm only observer. Am I right? I have no idea. Could you talk to me? I don't understand the question. Every emotion I'm aware, and immediately I go to my source. What is the source? This is not me. I'm only the observer. Am I right? Can you please talk to me, Asha?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So many things are happening around all the time, and every emotion is negative, positive, all mixed. But most of the time, something happens, you just think, why that person did this or why he's not talking, something like that. And then initially, because I could understand these are all my expectations and attachments, that's why these feelings come to me. But since few days, I've realized that all these emotions are just temporary. That is not me. I'm the soul. I'm the observer. I just watch this emotion because it has come from me. It will die in me. So they are there. But that brings me a lot of awareness all the time, 24/7. At night or to middle of the night, if any dreams are there, fast sleep, I don't understand. But when I little wake up, immediately those dreams, everything I said, they are all just like
Perfect.
that.
Perfect. The minute you can think to yourself that I'm not the one emotion, I'm just a bundle of so many emotions,
Yeah.
and I'm this emotion and I'm that emotion, and then I only got to be the observer. The minute you can think that, then yes, you are the observer. The minute you stop identifying with one emotion, oh, I'm so sad. No, I'm not so sad. Sadness is a feeling that I'm sitting in right now. Sadness is the frequency that I'm sitting in right now. And I can shift the frequency as I wish, as as I look at the frequencies, and you can shift. And that place that, okay, I'm not this frequency alone. I'm every frequency there is that brings you choices. That just brings you choices. So yes, and when do choices happen? Only when you are aware. Only when awareness happens, only when you're in the aware moment can choices exist for you, that okay, do I need to sit in this more? Am I able to shift it right now? And therein begins the process even to shift it. You can
Yeah.
be the observer, and in the moment that you begin to shift it, in that moment you're not truly the observer, because now you are shifting the experience for yourself. But every story can build out, and everything is okay. So if you're just feeling sad or you're feeling down and out, and then you observe that you're feeling sad, a choice becomes available. You can simply play on with the choice, but just the fact that the choice has become available will already shift you. Okay. And then if you want, in that moment, you can choose to, pick up something else. When you're choosing another emotion, in that very moment, you're not the observer. And yet, you are making the choice, you are exercising your power. This is your power to be able to change your emotion. So you exercise that power in that moment, and then the frequency changes to joy, and you can again become the observer of the joy,
Yeah.
right? So that's how. So we move between observer and the creator, the observer and the creator. Because when you're the creator, you're not the observer, you're the creator.
Right.
But the choice is available that I am the creator. I'm right now the creator of the frequency or the emotion of sadness, and I can become the creator of the frequency of joy. And so in that moment, you slightly take you choose in awareness, you choose a new frequency that you are going to create. I'm going to sit in joy no matter what happens outside. I'm going to choose to sit in joy.
Right.
And you choose to sit in blankness, you choose to sit in joy inside. In that moment, that choice is being made, that moment belongs to the creator. But then we are that. So we are the observer, we are the creator, we are even the one who sits in the story. And each of those are simply experiences that we are gathering. Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Perfect.
Lovely answer.
Lovely. Okay. People say you should think big and aspire for more, for good salary or a big home. Only then you will get. Otherwise, how are you going to get it? Kindly elaborate. I think I just elaborated for about 10 minutes about people say. There is nobody in front of you. If you agree with what people say, then see, I've already answered that question. People say that you should get more, what you have is not enough. So are you resonating with the people? Because people are simply your reflection. I have no goals and no desires. Now, nobody says to me, you should have goals and desires. I have none. I sit in a place of deep contentment. The people that I meet, they might be running after their own goals and desires, but the minute they come to turn to me, Because I am sitting in the frequency of contentment, they have to reflect the frequency that I am sitting in. And so anything that they say, mostly what they say things like is this: oh my God, it is so wonderful. You have so much peace. I talk to you and I get so much peace and contentment. It is so wonderful to be in your space. Mind you, those might be the people, the minute they look away from me, they might be running after something. That would be their own story. But in front of me, what is the story that somebody is going to play out for me? 99% of the times, the story that somebody is going to play out for me is my own reflection. What I think, the lack that I sit in, is going to be reflecting through what people say. So if people keep coming in telling you, and you keep saying, yes, yes, I know, oh my God, I have only 3 goals, I should have about 33. If you keep thinking to yourself, if I don't have goals, I will never receive anything. Perfect. Those people are your perfect reflection. They're perfectly reflecting your lack back at you. And so, what is it that you're going to do? Well, you can sit in lack and you create more lack. You can continue to work to run after your goals and you will create more lack. Those goals, will they ever be met? Will you have a bigger house, a bigger car, and everything? Of course. Why not? The universe is here to give to you. You might have that. And through that, what will you create a little bit more of? More lack in one part of life or in another part of life. I have just understood lack is the energy of creation, then lack will keep manifesting. And so when people say it's your choice, surely run after some things, be in that place of running after your goals, your desire, or if you once feel like it, then begin to release that lack that you experience. And then watch. Because when lack is gone, then what takes its place? Abundance. In abundance, what will I get? Oh, I'll get nothing in abundance. Abundance is pointless. Well, is that so? It wouldn't be called abundance if it was something that was not so beautiful. Yeah, the term abundance itself conveys that it's the plenties, it's the place of the plenties of everything. But for that, you've got to release your lack. So if people are coming and telling you that you need to have goals, otherwise you will not receive, it's not people, it's you telling yourself. They are your reflections. Choices, 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 choices to sit in lack and to keep creating from that space. Choices to sit in abundance, keep creating from that space. That's all that there is. So I hope I've elaborated both sides of it. Both are experiences, both can be yours. You can continue. I don't tell anybody you have to move in abundance. Why do you have to move in abundance? You are the creator. Create from wherever you want. Create from lack, create from joy. It's simply an experience. Nothing is the last day. Nothing is even the last life. In this entire life, you can keep creating from lack. There's no problem. This is not the last life. You'll come back again. You'll come back with lack. You'll create a little bit more from lack. And then what will happen once those 360 degrees of, not 360 degrees, but when the experiences of lack are coming to an end, automatically you will start to shift to abundance. You will take a life where you will already be understanding abundance, sitting in abundance, and feeling the abundance within. When that life happens, it could be this one. But then if it has to be this one, it would have to be an aware conscious choice. Because through aware conscious choice of, I am the creator. Do I want to be creator of lack? Or do I want to be creator of joy and abundance? Okay, I'm going to choose joy and abundance. How to choose? Release one, pick up the other. Change the channel. And that can happen with so much ease. But it's a question of aware choice. So follow people or follow this people, it's just a matter of choice. The experiences are created from both places. Nothing is the last day, nothing is the last point, nothing is the place from where it's impossible to return. So you enjoy your experiences as they move. If what people say resonates more, sure, sit and create from more lack. Then one day when you're sitting in a lot more lack, then remember, oh, Meenal said that we can change our experiences. Let me try that. You can try it then. लाइफ में कोई एक पैटर्न सेट हो जाए तो क्या करें? कोई भी जॉब शुरू करो तो बीच में ही कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा हो जाता है कि वो नहीं हो पाता, सब कंट्रोल से बाहर हो जाता है। सरेंडर कर दिया कि जैसे उनकी मर्जी, तो उनकी मर्जी है तो फिर डर काहे रहे? अगर उन्हीं की मर्जी है तो फिर डर काहे रहे हो कि जॉब नहीं हो रहा, ये नहीं हो रहा? क्यों डर? या तो सरेंडर की फ्रीक्वेंसी को अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी बनाओ, और या फिर डर की फ्रीक्वेंसी को अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी बनाओ। जहां पे सरेंडर है ना, वहां पे डर नहीं हो सकता, और जहां पर डर है ना, वहां पर सरेंडर नहीं हो सकता। इस डर को ही सरेंडर कर दिया तो फिर अब तो निडर हो जाना चाहिए। जब डर को सरेंडर कर दिया मतलब कि मणि को दे दिया कि अब आप जो करो, वो डर को सरेंडर किया या फिर उस जॉब को कि नहीं, ये आपको जॉब दे रही हूँ, अब आपकी मर्जी, आप जो करो, बस ये काम करवा देना। अगर आपने इतना ही आउटकम बना लिया, इतना नतीजे पे हाथ रख दिया कि मेरे को तो ये काम करवा देना, बस ये काम करना जरूरी है, और नहीं तो ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा, ऐसा हो जाएगा, यूनिवर्स जो सृष्टि है वो मेरे पक्ष में नहीं खेलेगी, तो वो जो डर है ना, वो बार बार बन के आता ही रहेगा। तुमको पहले भी जब तुम आए थे मेरे पास में, और जब हमारा ये पूरा की पूरा प्रोग्राम चला था तुम्हारे लिए और तुमको समझाने के लिए, तो तुम कितने ही ज्यादा अभाव में बैठते थे, तुम अभाव में बैठते थे, तुम डर में बैठते थे। ये पैटर्न क्यों सेट होता है? क्योंकि उंगली बाहर की तरफ है, कि ये कोई भी उंगली, जब आपकी उंगली बाहर किसी भी नतीजे की तरफ होगी तो पैटर्न सेट हो जाता है। कैसे कि अगर उंगली बाहर की तरफ की, कोई भी बस नौकरी मिल जाए, किसी न किसी तरीके से नौकरी मिलनी जरूरी है। अभी नतीजा आपने कर लिया, नौकरी कहाँ पे? अंदर थोड़ी ही है, नौकरी तो बाहर की तरफ है। और अब आपने अभाव के अंदर और इसके लिए दौड़ और उसके लिए दौड़, यहाँ पे दौड़, वहां पे दौड़, दौड़ दौड़ के और क्या इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं हम? और अभाव इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं। अगर हम और अभाव इकट्ठा करेंगे तो सामने से वो ही और बन के आएगा, सामने से उसी का पैटर्न। और पैटर्न क्यों बन रहा है? पैटर्न हम कहते किसको हैं? जो हमारी कोई भी फ्रीक्वेंसी वापस और बन के आती है। तो तुम कह रहे हो कि ये वाली फ्रीक्वेंसी बन गई है, कि इसी का पैटर्न बार बार नजर आता है, कि कोई भी जॉब शुरू करो फिर बीच में अड़ंगा, कुछ शुरू करो फिर बीच में अड़ंगा। तो वो अड़ंगा तुमको क्या दिखाने के लिए हो रहा है? कि भाई इस फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर नौकरी मत कर, इस फ्रीक्वेंसी में कोई शांति नहीं आने वाली, पहले अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी बदल, और फिर वहां से अपने आप से जो नौकरी तेरे लिए बन के आएगी वो तेरे लिए बढ़िया होगी। पर इस फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर, मैं तो अभी कल परसों ही जब पिछली बार मैं आई थी और मैं लोगों को यही कहानी सुना रही थी कि जो हमारी जो मेरी लैंडलेडी की कहानी थी कि उनकी 2 डील्स थी प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में, और दोनों की दोनों डील कैंसिल हो गई। और वो कह रही है, अरे ये कैसे हो गया? ये तो आदमी बेवकूफ है कि उन्होंने मेरा ये डील कैंसिल कर दिया, वो तो पता नहीं कहाँ ही भाग गया, ये तो कितने ही अजीब लोग हैं कि ऐसा इतना सब कुछ करके और डील कैंसिल कर दिया। और मुझे सिर्फ यही दिखाई दे रहा है कि अगर डील कैंसिल हो रही है, ये भी कैंसिल हो गई, वो भी कैंसिल हो गई, तो फिर काम तो बस एनर्जी में ही देखना है ना, क्योंकि मणि ने रोक रखा है उन डील्स को कि नहीं नहीं अभी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, इस ऊर्जा में की हुई डील कोई काम नहीं आएगी। तो पहले अपनी ऊर्जा बदलने के अंदर अपना सारा के सारा दिमाग और ध्यान लगाओ, ना कि सामने बाहर जाके नौकरी ढूंढने में। जब तुम मन की संतुष्टि में, शांति में और कितने ही प्रेम में बैठे होगे, तो हो सकता है कि कुछ सामने से निकल के आए। कैसी नौकरी होगी, क्या होगी, सही होगी, बुरी होगी, क्या ही पता। लेकिन जब तुम उस फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर बैठे हो तो वो फ्रीक्वेंसी की नौकरी जो है वो रास आएगी, वो रास आएगी, उससे मन में शांति आएगी, उससे थोड़ी और खुशी तुम्हारी बढ़ेगी। तो पहले अपने आप को खुशी में लेके आना है। यहाँ पर तो मुझे खुशी दिखाई ही नहीं दे रही, तो जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठे हो उसको बढ़ा रहे हो, वो तो रूल ही है कि जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठोगे वही और बढ़ेगी। वो तो सिंपल मैथमेटिकल इक्वेशन है कि भाई ये जो यहाँ ए इक्वल टू बी भी नहीं है, ए इक्वल टू ए ही है, बस ए में बैठो और ए बढ़ाने को मिलेगा। मैं अभी कुछ ही दिन पहले बार बार ये एग्जाम्पल दे रही थी, और यही एग्जाम्पल तुमको भी देने को आ रहा है कि देखो तुमने रखी हुई है चाय की पत्ती, दूध और पानी अपने साथ में, और तुम कह रहे हो कि बार बार चाय क्यों बन रही है, हलवा क्यों नहीं बन रहा, मुझे तो हलवा खाना है। भाई हलवा खाने के लिए तुम्हें चाय की पत्ती नहीं, तुम्हें तो आटे, सूजी वगैरह वगैरह की, थोड़े बादाम, उनकी जरूरत पड़ेगी। तुम बार बार चाय की पत्ती और दूध लेके, पानी लेके बैठते हो और फिर बोलते हो कि नहीं मुझे हलवा खाना है, मुझे हलवा क्यों नहीं नजर आ रहा, ये बार बार चाय क्यों बनती चली जा रही है। अगर तुमने अपनी फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है वो चाय पत्ती और पानी की रखी है, तो चाय ही बनेगी, उसमें से हलवा कभी भी नहीं बन के निकलेगा। अगर तुम्हें हलवा खाना है तो तुम्हें हलवे के इंग्रेडिएंट्स लेके बैठना पड़ेगा, और तभी हलवा तैयार होगा। हलवे के इंग्रेडिएंट में भरपूरता है, मस्ती है, और कितना ही प्रेम है, कितना ही सरेंडर है, समर्पण है। वो बैठोगे, वो वाले इंग्रेडिएंट्स होंगे, तो सामने सृष्टि से और वही बन के आएगा। पर अगर तुम कहते हो कि नहीं ये बार बार क्यों बन रहा है, क्योंकि तुमने जो अपने पास इकट्ठा करके रखा हुआ है उसमें सामान ही वही है। तुम्हारा सामान जो है उसको देखो कि तुम कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसी से बैठ के और क्या बनाने के लिए निकले हो। जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसी का नतीजा निकलेगा, कोई और नतीजा नहीं निकल सकता जो कि इस फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठे रहे। तो पैटर्न जो है वो तो सिर्फ क्योंकि उंगली बाहर की तरफ है, किसी नौकरी की तरफ उंगली है, किसी छोकरी की तरफ उंगली है, अगर उंगली बाहर की तरफ है तो वहीं से पहले उंगली खुद की तरफ लेके आओ कि उसकी तरफ उंगली करने में मुझे क्या महसूस हो रहा है। काम वहां पर है, वही काम करना पड़ेगा। नहीं करोगे तो क्या, कोई बात नहीं, वहीं से और मैनिफेस्ट होता चला जाएगा। पर अगर करने का दिल है, कि कुछ बदलने का दिल है, कुछ और क्रिएट करने का दिल है, तो काम तो वहीं पर करना पड़ेगा। जो ये लैंडलेडी की मैंने बताई कि उसने अपनी ऊर्जा पे काम किया, कहाँ पे काम किया, कौन सी ऊर्जा पे काम करूं कि ये काम हो जाए ना। बस ऊर्जा को तो लेके देखने बैठ जाओ कि दिन में मुझे 36 बार क्या महसूस हो रहा है। बस वहां से आराम से तुमको ये नहीं मैं किस पे काम करूं कि ये मेरा पैटर्न बदल जाए। अरे भाई नतीजे पर से नजर हटा लो, नतीजे पर से, गोल पर से नजर ही हटा लो कि मेरा काम बन जाए। हमें वो गोल भी नहीं चाहिए कि काम बन जाए, हमें सिर्फ अपनी ऊर्जा को देखना है और उसको खाली करना है। हम जितना उसको खाली करते चले जाएंगे, हमें पता ही नहीं कि कहां से वो काम बन जाएगा। जस्ट म्यूटिंग एवरीबॉडी, एक मिनट। Now I can't figure out how to mute all. This is so funny.
Then
I'm sorry?
I did it. So
You did it for all.
yeah.
I didn't have the mute all. Are you the host right now?
No, you are. I'm the co-host.
Okay, fine. Okay, because I didn't see the option of muting anybody. Normally it comes up, but it didn't come up. Okay, fine. All right. Um, so it says, okay, सबको अपने लाइफ के जवाब मिल चुके हैं. All right. Okay. किसी के पास और कोई सवाल, किसी के पास और कोई जवाब, कुछ शेयर करना है, कुछ बताना है, कुछ है किसी के पास? नहीं तो फिर एक लंबी सांस अंदर, एक लंबी सांस अंदर लेते हुए और अभी इसी वक्त में मैं मीनल हूं, मैं मीनल हूं, मैं मीनल की ऊर्जा हूं। पूरा ध्यान आज अपनी सांस पर। एक लंबी सांस अंदर खींचें और छोड़ें। आसपास कितनी भी आवाज हो रही हो, मेरे आसपास है थोड़ी आवाज, पता नहीं आपको सुनाई दे रही है या नहीं, लेकिन सांस की तरफ ध्यान रखते हुए बाकी सारी आवाजों से अपना ध्यान हटाते। बस एक सांस अंदर और एक सांस बाहर, हर सांस को अंदर लेते हुए मैं मीनल हूं, मैं मीनल की ऊर्जा हूं, मैं मीनल की ऊर्जा में हूं। I take energy from Meenal. I am Meenal. I am in the frequencies of Meenal. ease and grace is my path. कृपा की है ये पाथ मेरी, ये पूरा रास्ता बस कृपा से भरा हुआ। अंदर की तरफ सांस और बाहर की तरफ छोड़ें। और आज के दिन में, अभी तक जितना भी दिन बीता, उसमें देखें कहीं पर भी कोई भी कृपा आपको नजर आई क्या? कि आप पर कितनी कृपा हुई? क्या आपको वो कृपा नजर आई? लंबी सांस अंदर। मैं मीनल से ऊर्जा लेता हूं, मैं मीनल हूं। आई टेक एनर्जी फ्रॉम मीनल, आई एम मीनल। During the day, any place that you experienced grace, just simply grace, put your attention on that grace. Are you able to see that grace? It might have happened, but you didn't pay attention to it. वो कृपा हुई और आपका ध्यान भी नहीं गया, आपकी नजर उस पर गई ही नहीं। हो सकता है कि उस कृपा में आपको अपना खाना बना बनाया मिल गया हो और आपकी नजर ही नहीं गई उस पर। हो सकता है कि किसी ने आज आपकी थोड़ी मदद कर दी हो और आपकी नजर ही नहीं गई कि कितनी ही कृपा है आप पे। हो सकता है कि आज का दिन बिना किसी चिंता के बीता हो और वो ग्रेस है, आपका ध्यान ही नहीं गया। आज का दिन बहुत ही नॉर्मल बीता, कितनी ही ग्रेस कि आज के दिन में कोई ऐसी घटना नहीं हुई जिससे कि आपका मूड खराब हो। कितनी ही ग्रेस, कितनी ही कृपा। Maybe today's day was so easy, so normal, nothing happened. Just a very boring day. Isn't that so much of grace? Such a beautiful, boring day that nothing happened that needed your attention. Nothing happened that needed you to run around. It was just a beautiful, boring day. So much grace. Maybe somebody helped you. Maybe somebody prepared a meal for you. Maybe that happens every day, and so you didn't recognize the grace. This is the moment you recognize the grace. In this moment, sitting in the grace, sitting in the awareness of grace, इस क्षण में उस कृपा पे अपनी दृष्टि डालते हुए, आप पर जो कृपा हो रही है, लगातार हो रही है, कितनी ही जगहों पर हो रही है, और आपने अपनी कृपा दृष्टि उस कृपा पर नहीं डाली, तो अभी इस मिनट में अपनी दृष्टि उस कृपा पर डालते हुए, putting your thought, putting your eyes on the grace that you witness. This is so much grace, and I am so thankful for it. I am thankful for every little grace in my life. I am thankful for every big grace in my life. I am thankful for those who show me this awareness. I am thankful for my own thoughts, which have brought me here to this path. I am thankful to money, who shows me the path with so much ease and grace. I am thankful to all those gurus who showed me the path and who still hold my hand as I move forward in my own journey to find the Guru within. कितनी ही शुक्रगुजारी मेरी आज सब पे, जिन्होंने मेरा रास्ता कितना ही आसान किया। मेरा जीवन आसान रखते हैं कितने ही लोग, कितनी ही कृपा चलती ही रहती है मुझ पर। मुझे कभी दिखता है, कभी नहीं दिखता है, और अभी इस क्षण वो शुक्रगुजारी उन सभी को जिन्होंने मेरे जीवन का रास्ता कितना ही सुखद किया हुआ है। अभी शुक्रगुजारी उन लोगों को जिन्होंने मुझे ये रास्ता दिखाया। शुक्रगुजारी मेरे सारे अनुभवों को, मेरे ही अनुभवों को जो कि मुझे इस रास्ते पे लेके आए, इस रास्ते पे जहां पर मैं गुम ही नहीं पाता, मुझे बस रास्ता नजर ही आता चला जाता है। कितनी ही ईज, कितनी ही कृपा, कितनी ही आसानी मेरे लिए कि रास्ता दिखलाने वाला कोई है। वो जो रास्ता दिखलाता है उसके लिए कितनी ही शुक्रगुजार, शुक्रगुजारी मणि को कि वो मेरे साथ चलते हैं, मुझे रास्ता दिखलाते हैं। शुक्रगुजारी सभी उन्हीं गुरुओं को जिन्होंने मुझे यहाँ पर लाकर खड़ा किया कि मैं अपने अंदर के गुरु तक पहुंच पाऊं, उस रास्ते पे चल दूं कि मुझे मेरे भीतर का गुरु कितनी ही आसानी से, कितनी ही कृपा से अब दिखने लगे। कृपा कृपा कृपा, शुक्रगुजारी शुक्रगुजारी शुक्रगुजारी। उन सभी एक्टर्स के लिए कितनी ही शुक्रगुजारी, वो सभी जो पात्रता निभाते चले जाते हैं मुझे इस रास्ते पर लाने के। कभी मैं नहीं पहचान पाती उनको, कभी मैं नहीं देख पाता उनको, लेकिन अभी इस वक्त में उन्हीं की शुक्रगुजारी। वो कौन? वो सभी तो मणि जो मेरे रास्ते आए मेरा हाथ पकड़ने के लिए। सबके रास्ते को लाने का रास्ता अलग, कोई प्रेम से लेके आता, कोई दुख से लेके आता, कोई हर्ट करके लेके आता, कोई पीड़ा देके, कोई दर्द देके मुझे यहाँ पर लेके आता। लेकिन लेके सभी आते मुझे इस रास्ते पे जहां पर अब कितनी ही कृपा, कितनी ही आसानी। उन सभी पात्रों को मेरी शुक्रगुजारी जो मुझे इस मार्ग पर लेके आए। मेरे खुद के जीवन की शुक्रगुजारी कि इस जीवन में मुझे ये रास्ता मिल गया जहां पे सारे रास्ते एक हो जाते हैं और सब खुद ब खुद होता चला जाता है भीतर की तरफ, आसान तरीके से। भीतर 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 मैं जाता चला जाता हूं और सारे रास्ते बाहर के खुलते चले जाते हैं। कितनी ही शुक्रगुजारी अपने उन सारे रास्तों की जो मैंने चुने, ये मेरे रास्ते। Ever so grateful to all those actors who showed me in so many different ways how to get to this path. All of them money, all of them money. As money showed me in so many different ways, sometimes through hurt, sometimes through happiness, sometimes through pain, sometimes through joy. So many different ways to bring me to this path of ease and grace. Every outside reflection of mine, only money, only money. And they all brought me to this ease and grace. Today I sit in a path where I cannot be lost. I cannot be lost. That is the path that my energy has chosen for itself now. That path of ease and grace that my energy brings to me. So much gratefulness for my own energy. I chose this path. I am the creator. I chose to move within more and more. And through this within, outside gets easier and easier, more and more. Such is my path of ease and grace. Thankfulness to this ease and grace that I see every moment. इस रहमतों की राह को कितनी ही शुक्रगुजार। ओम मणि, ओम मणि, ओम। Feeling so light, feeling so wonderful, feeling so beautiful. Let the silence be. Sit in this beautiful silent space. Om Mani, Om Mani, Om Mani.